Hey, Fitz.
Hey, Terrence, how are you doing?
How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I am so glad to have you. So we're here to talk about helping kids put together great looks for school. But I wanted to start with you first. What kind of dresser were you back in the day?
You know, back in the day, I couldn't afford a lot of the things that I wanted, so I had to pick and choose where I went with my wardrobe. So for me, it was all about having a fresh pair of sneakers. I always knew that women like to look down at your feet first. And so if you have on a fresh pair of kicks, everything else can fall into place.
That's so cute. Now, were you concerned about fashion or were you just a boy who didn't care besides the sneakers?
Oh no, I've always been concerned about fashion. I feel like if you look good and you feel good, then everything else will be good. So I've always cared about fashion. My first job ever was working at a Foot Locker. So I used to help people put their outfits together, and now it's great to kind of come full circle and be able to help Foot Locker get everybody else ready for back to school.
Well, you have come full circle, haven't you? Sitting right next to Giuliana Rancic, the queen of style, right?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but she calls me the king of style now. I have to get Juliana in her fresh, hip hop urban gear. So I just brought her a graphic tee like mine's, throw on a fresh pair of sneakers for her, and get her hat together. I got to make sure she stays fresh and youthful.
That's awesome. Well, last time I worked with Juliana, I'm a fitness expert. I asked her about her leotard wearing days, and I think there was something ugly back then. So you should ask about that.
Okay, I will. I will. G is my homie, so I got to make sure I stay out of trouble.
She's so awesome. So tell me, back to the kids. What are your 5 must-have items for every kid's wardrobe?
5 must have. Okay, so I would start with the shirt. Graphic tees are really in. Having a fun print on your tee that stands out. This one says no heart, no chance. I would have something fun like this. That would be number one. A pair of cargo shorts. They are universally accepted. You can't wear denim shorts right now. Cargo shorts are what you got to rock. Fresh hat. That's for girls and for guys. It's having a fresh hat to bring your wardrobe together. What is that? 1, 2, 3. I would say elite socks. Having a fresh pair of socks like these. Everybody's wearing socks. You're just seeing a lot of celebrities and athletes. Everybody's wearing socks. And then, of course, the kicks. The LeBron James, these are the new LeBron James Soldiers. These are a really fresh pair. The new KDs, the Roshi Runs. A lot of new sneakers out right now. So go over to Foot Locker and you can kind of put everything in your wardrobe together in one place.
Now, I got a question for you. So there's a trend where a lot of even public schools are going towards a kind of light uniform where the kids have to wear solid bottoms and solid collared tops. What do you say for those kids who don't have the luxury of wearing a graphic tee? How can they spice up their wardrobe to personalize it?
I mean, especially in circumstances like that, it's about wearing those pop of colors where you can. So you can throw on a fresh pair of sneakers with that outfit, hopefully. And then on the weekend, it's even more important that on your Saturday and Sunday, you have your outfits ready for the school dance, ready for the basketball game, ready to impress when you go to the mall. You got to definitely have your outfits ready for that as well. For me, now that I'm hosting E! News, I have to wear a full suit, and so it's so important that I throw a pop of color on my sneakers so that I can really feel true to myself.
Very, very fun. And lastly, since we are a fitness site, kids have programs or access to fitness programs at school now, like the morning mile, where they get to run before school. And everyone has a chance to be a little sporty. What were your activities when you were a kid?
For me, it was basketball until I realized that I wasn't going to get any taller and I wasn't going to get any better. So
now, aren't those LeBron shoes make you any better now?
These are LeBron shoes, and they're really stylish, and they do make my feet feel amazing. But even LeBron can't help me play basketball. But these shoes will really help you go a long way. Make sure you check out footlocker.com and head to your local Foot Locker so you can pick these up. Hopefully, they'll give you better luck than they gave me.
Well, I appreciate it, Terrence, and hopefully all of our kids go out feeling good and looking good this school year. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.